We got news on the Urek Mazino spinoff. It's kind of freaking crazy. I'm gonna go over it here and listen. I can't really go to the website or anything because apparently I've heard there are like an insane amount of spoilers. Like it's actually insane. So I'm just gonna cover what I can. Feel free to go check out whatever sources you would like to. The only one I'm gonna share is this Reddit post below. The others, you're on your own. If I check those out, I'm gonna get massacred by the community. Okay, Naver Webtoon said it will unveil its first external exhibition. It's kind of some weird wording, but I'll explain what it means. Urek Mazino. Of its global hit Tower of God at 10 p.m. on Tuesday, Urek Mazino will be publicized every Tuesday. Okay, so if you checked out the video we made a few days ago, I said it's probably gonna be a recurring thing. A couple chapters, one chapter even, wouldn't make any sense, right? It was already confirmed by SIU that this would be a series, so this is confirming that. The craziest part about this first sentence is that this means that it's not gonna be on the Tower of God page. This is officially a separate comic on the platform. That's what it means by external exhibition. I think. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. But either way, I do know this for a fact, that the Urek Mazino story is going to be separate from Tower. It's not like on the same page. It's not like season 3.5. It's going to run separately from Tower of God, but possibly concurrently, depending on when season 4 returns, which is absolutely crazy. The fact that we now have a Tower of God 2. This isn't Tower of God 3.5. This is the sequel. It's crazy. Okay, Urek Mazino highlights the hidden past of Urek Mazino. In our video, we theorized about learning about Urek's backstory. I didn't think it was very likely, though. We're actually gonna see young... Okay, so I'll already show it. As you can see, young Urek looking freaking fire. So Urek Mazino highlights the hidden past of Urek Mazino, who is the strongest non-selection personnel, so they mean irregular, the strongest irregular, essentially. And serves as the and serves as the deputy leader of one of, it should be, the 3 major forces Wallhike Song. So you've got Fug, Jihad's Empire, and then Wallhike Song. Wallhike Song officially part of the big 3. Let's go. It will be revealed for the first time what kind of life Urek Mazino, the irregular, I believe is the wording there, non-selection personnel who came in through the door of the tower himself, and why he came to the tower in search of the tower's #1 freaking pentameter. Dude, this is insane. I know this was like hinted at in blog posts potentially, but I don't think it's ever been confirmed that that's why Urek Mazino entered the tower. That's insane. This external exhibition is expected to provide special satisfaction to readers who have loved Tower of God for a long time. Do you guys know what this means? 4 letters. Lore. Okay, I ruined it. Lore. It means lore, dude. It means if you read the blog posts and you've kept up on all the details, you're gonna love this freaking spinoff, dude. That's what it means. To fans who are also curious about the deep narrative and mystery of the character Urek Mazino. Now, I talked with some friends briefly about this, and their gut impression was like, oh, this is gonna be boring, you know, this isn't gonna be very fun, you know, oh, come on, Urek, really? Dude, Urek has so much potential, right? Like, one of the things that was brought up to me was like, Urek should be mysterious, right? But in my mind, Urek isn't that mysterious. He's like the strongest dude, but not because he's like, he's mysterious in a way of kind of, I don't see him as like this kind of shady figure who's like Luzlek. I don't see him like a Luzlek figure or even like a Jihad figure. I see him as kind of like a secondary protagonist in the story, and so learning more about him makes sense to me. Like, we've seen him so often, it's clear that he's a protagonist in this story. And so, I don't know, I think there's so much potential. We already know he's involved with Wallhike Song, Quadrado, with Juchum, one of the 3 lords, depending on how much is kept canon. He's a part of all this, Garam and the princesses. He's like, he has hands in everywhere. Aryehon's test. There is literally countless there's countless possibilities with Urek as the fastest person to ever climb the tower. Tower of God is a representative webtoon of the world that has surpassed 5 billion cumulative views. They love using that number, respect, since its serialization in 2010. God, we're old. It's built a global fandom with a vast worldview, three-dimensional characters, and detailed stories, and is loved by readers around the world as it's serviced in 10 languages, including English, Japanese, and French. Dude, this is our first Tales user story. Okay, technically our second, but you get what I'm saying. Our first non-Tower of God story. This is our second Tales user story. Pentaminum is mentioned in like the blurb. This is insane. We're gonna be getting more about maybe his climb or before his climb or like Bakeryun. Everything I said in that video is literally going to happen. Neighbor Webtoon is in a position to expand the narrative of popular IP and strengthen content diversity and fandom loyalty within the platform through the disclosure of external exhibitions. Okay, maybe I misunderstood the word external exhibition. I might be way off on that one. SIU, the writer, said, I hope you enjoy the story of Urek Mizzino's selections in this external exhibition, and added, I hope you will discover another Tower of God through Urek's story. The frick does that mean? It means he's saying, hey, this is Tower of God 2. Now, let's be clear, I don't think this is going to be like as big as long, I should say. The scope isn't gonna be as big as Tower of God's. I kind of hope not, you know what but what it means is that the Tower of God universe is going to expand. Urek is gonna be the main character in this. That is so exciting. I love Bomb, but the idea we're gonna get a Tower of God story without Bomb is like kind of awesome. There's something really cool about that. It's so unheard of, you know? Oh man. Hairline, okay, so Hairline elegant, yeah, I mean, obviously look at this image, bro. Urek is looking clean. Now here's the thing. Someone rightfully said, no, listen. This confirms that he lost his hairline because this is young Urek. And then later on, you know, I'm not here to freaking pick a side, you know, whatever stance you take on the Urek hairline issue, I respect you as a person. But man, I am freaking... I don't know, dude. This has so much potential. Praise the Lord, the hairline. Okay, guys, my goat beat the L. Is all we're talking about the freaking hairline, bro? Look at this description. It's insane. Yes, he has hair. Yeah, Pentaminum actually mentioned, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, dude. No, I mean, listen, that alone, the last time Pentaminum was mentioned was what, season 1? We take a lot of this stuff for granted sometimes, dude. I think the last time Pentaminum was mentioned was season 1. Han Sung-yu talking to Lei Ro about when Pentaminum entered the tower and fricked up Jihad forces. This is what I'm saying. SIU is changing some things from the blog post, but not that much. He changed Irong's name. He freaking changed the Yama backstory. There's not that much more that I think he's changed, right? Like, he's keeping Pentaminum around. Pentaminum was already mentioned, so was already canon, but you get what I'm saying. It feels as though this line right here, those of you who have enjoyed Tower of God for a long freaking time, where is it? Those of you, where is it? Yeah, right here. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if this is like an official wording from the creator. I don't know if this is just the article, but still, the idea, it's definitely true though. Urek Mizzino is the strongest Irregular, aside from the ones come on, basically the strongest one. We don't know. He's the newest ranked as well. He could be stronger than Jihad. We don't know. Okay? But my point being, there's so much potential with us finding out more lore about Tower of God, finding out more about the blog post information, what's canon, what's not canon. A lot of it could connect to current TOG, but more in like a kind of roundabout way. Like, I don't expect it to be literally required reading, but I expect there will be references and connections to lore, which is so cool. And I imagine too that we're gonna probably meet Bakeryun inside this story, and then future Bakeryun is gonna show up in Tower of God. So, dude, this is the coolest thing ever. I cannot believe that Tower of God is expanding into more stories. This is literally the Tales user story. We're still within the same tower universe, but this has the potential to expand to other towers if SIU wants. Now, of course, I don't know how much work. This seems like a ton of work. What is it? It's every single Tuesday and then Tower of God comes out every single Sunday? That's why it's Tuesdays. Are we gonna cover all 7 days of the week? Like, what are we doing? It's insane, but dude, it's so exciting. I will say this though, English release, don't hold your breath. Apparently there is 1 chapter that's already out and 5 chapters, give or take, that are behind a paywall. In English, we've got none of that. So I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I will say this. I can't cover it. I can't cover it until it's officially released. So on this channel, you're just gonna find lore and theory videos until I can cover those chapters. And even after I cover those chapters. Thanks for watching, y'all. Enjoy the Urek show. I freaking can't wait to read it, man. It's gonna be crazy. It must already be crazy. Oh my God, I can't wait.